Let me tell you a story. Banks are high trust institutions, so when there's a heist, you're unlikely to hear about it. But today's your lucky day. This story is about a bank heist that never made the news. There was a bank, secure, state of the art systems, multiple locks, armed guards, cameras everywhere. A vault that would take days to break into. One morning, they discovered $3 million is gone. No broken windows, no alarms triggered, no forced entry. The vault? Still locked. The investigators reviewed the footage. They checked the access logs. They interviewed the guards. And they find something unexpected. The money wasn't stolen by someone who broke in. It was taken by someone who walked in. An employee, a trusted employee who had the keys all along. This bank heist, this trusted employee with legitimate access who betrayed that trust, this is an insider threat, and it is the most dangerous security problem most organizations face. Here's why it is so dangerous. When you design security, you design it to keep outsiders out. Firewalls, locked doors, passwords, authentication. But insiders, they're already in. They already passed authentication. They already have access. You give them the keys. You trusted them. An insider is anyone with legitimate access who abuses that access. An employee stealing customer data. A contractor selling company secrets. A partner sabotaging systems out of revenge. They don't need to break through your defenses. They're already inside the defenses. The lock on the vault? Useless if the thief has a key. Let me show you what makes insider threats so difficult to stop. Insider threats come in three flavors: malicious, negligent, and compromised. The first type, the malicious insider. This is the employee who intentionally abuses their access for personal gain, revenge, or ideology. They steal intellectual property to sell to competitors. They sabotage systems because they are angry about being passed over for promotion. They leak sensitive data to embarrass the company. They have motive, intent, and planning. They know exactly what they are doing. The second type is the negligent insider. This is the employee who doesn't mean harm but causes damage through carelessness. They click on a phishing link and give away their credentials. They leave their laptop unlocked in the coffee shop. They use the same password for work and personal accounts, and the personal account gets hacked. No malice, just human error, but the damage just as real. The third type is the compromised insider. This is the employee whose access is exploited by someone else. An attacker steals their credentials through phishing or a data breach. Their account is hijacked and the attacker uses it to move through the network. The insider doesn't even know their access is being abused. Unknowing victim, their trust is weaponized against the organization. Malicious, negligent, compromised. Three types, one problem. Someone you trust is the danger. Now, here's what makes insider threats so difficult. Security systems are built on a fundamental assumption. There are good guys and bad guys. The good guys are inside, the bad guys are outside. But what happens when you can't tell the difference? Think about how trust works in the real world. You trust your employees because you have to. You can't run a company if you treat everyone like a potential thief. But the more access you give, the more trust you extend, the more damage one person can do if they turn. This is the paradox of the art of security. The closer someone is to what you're protecting, the more damage they can do if they choose to. You can't lock out insiders without locking out the people who need to do their jobs. So you build systems that watch, systems that log, systems that detect unusual behavior. But you can never eliminate the risk completely because the risk is trust itself. So remember, Trust is necessary, but watching those you trust is survival. That is insider threat. File closed. Next case, the two-door problem.